On today's holiday special of the Game Hunters, I head back to Double Jump Games to be able to add an amazing N64 game to my collection. I also branch out and try some new game stores, GameStar and Retro Game Trader. What will I find today at these amazing stores? Find out today on the Game Hunters Holiday Special. Hey, what's going on, you guys, and welcome to another episode of my Game Hunters. So today, right now, I'm actually on my way to Double Jump Games, where I'm going to be filming the first part of my episode. Really excited. I've actually been in the process of working with Cooper on getting a very awesome game that I needed for my N64 collection. So I'm actually on my way right now. I'm just getting everything set up and ready to go. Also getting all the stuff that I'm going to be traded in. So I'm going to switch over real quick and show you guys what I'm going to be turning in into Double Jump today. So as you can see, it's a pretty good stack of both N64, NES, PlayStation 2, some Wii games, and then a couple DS, Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color, and GameCube, as well as a Super Nintendo game. So I've already been talking to Cooper. I had a bigger bag of games that I actually wanted to trade into him, but he was only able to take so much, so I'm only able to trade these ones in, which I should get a good amount for trade, but we'll see once I actually get in there today. So the minute I walk into Double Jump Games, you guys, I always feel like I'm a kid in a candy store. I just want everything that he has. He has a bunch of great games, toys, he has a bunch of boxes for games that I need, and just the simple fact he has arcade systems, and as well as that Pokemon Snap arcade, it just makes it super awesome, and every time I come in here, I'm just always so full of happiness and joy. Okay, so I just got the Double Jump Games already coming in. I already found some amazing stuff. They actually just went over everything that I actually just turned in. Got myself a pretty good deal for it, so now I'm going to be looking to see what I can add, focusing mostly on my N64 like usual, but I'll also be picking up some Super Nintendo and NES games as well. They did some rearranging and it looks amazing, so I'm super excited to see what I can find today. So working on my maybe pile so far, well, mostly definitely a pile because I need these in my collection. Gex 64, Monster Truck Madness 64, Scars, Ogre Battle 64, and then Aero Gauge. Big chunk in my collection that I need, so I'm gonna now be looking at NES and Super Nintendo to fill up some gaps in those. I am now happy to say I can actually add this to my collection. Been wanting this for a long time, and I'm super excited to finally have this. Best game I've been able to pick up today. So to be able to even have the chance to buy Sculptor's Cut was just an amazing feeling. You know, I talked to Cooper a couple weeks before and I was like, hey, can we work a deal and trying to get this, you know, get this into your store so that way I could be able to buy it from you. So we did went ahead and pre-arrange it, and just to be able to hold it in my hands, that's amazing. And the fact that I was actually going to be dropping that amount, I usually don't like to spend that much on games, but this game is so hard to find that I wasn't going to be able to find it super cheap. I wasn't going to be able to catch anyone making a mistake on the price or anything, and I felt like I wasn't going to be able to find it in a garage sale or anything like that. So I had to step up and pay a little bit extra. The buy Sculptor's Cut, yeah, I needed to have this in my collection. I've been wanting this for so long. Alright, you guys, we just got back from Double Jump Games, and for the first day of filming this video, I gotta say this was amazing. I got a lot of great games, I got a lot of great deals. The fact that I was able to hold Sculptor's Cut in my hand and be able to take it home was simply amazing. So I know I didn't get a lot of everything that I got in my maybe pile, and that was just because Cooper was getting busy towards the end of the night. A couple more people were showing in, and we always have that respect that you know, if he gets busy, I try not to film while he has customers because I don't really want to make him feel uncomfortable. So I'm just going to go over a recap of everything and everything that I went for, as well as I got part of the trade. So to go for the NES games first, you guys, you know, I didn't get really too spectacular. I think the most I spent was like $15 for one game. But I went and got Hoops for the NES, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, which is also Selena's one of Selena's favorite series of games, Cybernoid the Fighting Machine, Amagon, Adventures of Dino Ricky, Platoon, which I have heard is actually a fun game based off the movie. Bubble Bobble is going to be the rarest one, I think, out of all this I got for the NES. Target Renegade and Tiger Hill you know, some titles that I just needed to fill in for my NES collection. I always try to buy all the fillers first, like all the lower prices, so I can build a collection more before I start having to spend more money on the NES, the more popular and the more higher demand and price games. To go into the Super Nintendo, you guys, I really wish I was able to get a good picture of this or a good video. So it was actually funny, the day before, so yesterday actually, Cooper actually posted on his Facebook page that he actually got this game traded in, and when I went there, I was just jokingly asking, hey, do you still have this? And the reason why was because I've been looking for this game for a while. It's part of a series for the Super Nintendo that I really love and appreciate. But every time I come close to getting it for either Goodwill or eBay, I always lose out of the bid, so I always never had that chance to be able to get a really good deal on it. Mostly because everyone just kept asking for like 150 to 160 for it, and I didn't really want to spend that much for it because I knew how much it was. But that is going to be Mega Man X2. I could not believe this. I went up to Josh and I was like, hey, do you still have Mega Man X2? And they were like, yeah, we haven't even priced it yet. And I was like, alright, let me see what my trades are going to be, and I'll definitely see what I'm going to be able to do it. Because they had this price that I believe was $95, which is the standard price. It's a very sought after game. It's very rare. It's a very popular title, and especially a popular series for the Super Nintendo. So $95 is a reasonable price. That was a really good deal for it. Believe it or not, this actually was part of the trade-ins from all those games that I traded into Cooper. So to be able to get this for all those trades was super awesome. To go into the 64 games, I'm going to go with I got a couple boxes, but I'll save those for last. So if you guys already saw it, I did went and picked up Aero Gauge. I also went and picked up NHL 99, Virtual Chess, Scars, Monster Truck Madness, Gauntlet Legends, Gex 64, and I was super excited to be able to get this part of the trade as well. I got Ogre Battle 64. The entire trade-in, I believe, was about 170 to 180. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but it was in that range. So as soon as he said that and I saw this, I was like, you know, I need to add this. I need to get this part of that trade, just because it goes for about a $40 to $60 game. It really has that vast amount because it's such a very popular title. Everyone really wants it. It's a really great game. So to be able to add this with Mega Man X2 was super awesome. But the best thing I got out of it for loose cartridges and everything, you guys, has to be Sculptor's Cut. I've been wanting this game for so long. I've seen it on the Game Chasers. I've seen it on Beat 'em Up's channel when he was doing his vlogging. You know, seeing people pick up this game and just be able to hold it in their hands and know that they got a super rare game is super awesome. So I knew I had to have this. I knew it was going to take me a little bit, but because of the simple fact I actually worked a lot of extra hours, and I got a really good amount of my check, so I was like, you know, I really want to treat myself. So I actually hit Cooper up a couple weeks prior before filming this, and I was like, hey, you know, can you do me a favor? I really want to order this game. Can you do that for me? And so we worked it out. We worked a good deal. You know, $430. Yeah, this is the most expensive game I've spent on. This is my rarest game in my entire collection. This is the most I've spent on a game for right now, until later down the road if I need to get something more rare. But yeah, this takes the cake out of everything. Beats Ogre Battle, beats Mega Man X2. It's just, be able to have this in my collection, this makes it seem so much easier that I can complete my N64 collection. So to be able to have this and be able to hold it and have it in my collection, I am so thankful. So yeah, to go into the boxes, you guys, I got a really good deal on this one. This one was part of the trade as well. This Ogre Battle Mega Man X2 took up my entire trade. I couldn't complain. It was such a great deal that I couldn't pass it up on it. And I've been seeing this thing on Cooper's vlog for so long, so I knew I had to have it. And that's going to be Mega Man 64 box. It comes with the box and manual. It doesn't have the inserts or anything like that. It doesn't come with the game. It's just a box and manual. For $45, and I got it for a trade. That's awesome. I already have the game, so now I do have this game complete, so it's super awesome, and it's one of my favorite N64 games. And just the cover of it and the condition of the entire box and everything is super awesome. And you know, I'm super excited to be able to add this. These other two are complete in box, and I got a good deal
for the entire thing, I got a really good deal. I spent about $200 for everything, not including the trade-in stuff, or Sculptor's Cut, because I spent $425 for Sculptor's Cut. But I actually saw these two right as I was checking out, and I asked Cooper, I was like, hey, how much are these? And he's like, hey, let's work a deal, let's see what we can do. So he was able to get, you know, discount them a little bit to be able to make it in that range for me. But it's going to be Space Station Silicon Valley, complete in box. It has some wear and tear on it, you know, it's not mint perfect, but you know, it's still awesome, and it comes with the game. So I was able to cross two things, because I do want to get, you know, all the 64 games in boxes eventually and just have a complete 100% collection. The other thing is going to be Xena Warrior Princess, the Talisman of Fate. It also was complete. Box is a little bit more beat up. If you can see right here, there is that little scuff right there. There's some wear and tear damage on it, but who cares? I paid it's $20 for a complete box, and it's a game that I didn't have. So super awesome. Great first day to start filming, and great first part of the episode. This is what got me excited to film this episode, was the simple fact I got Sculptor's Cut. This thing made the episode for me. I was super excited to be able to have this, and I still got a couple other stores I need to go to, you guys. I do plan on going back to Double Jump Games, just because I do want to get some more good deals there, and I want to get some good games. I do want to hit up possibly like GameStar and a new game store that I haven't been to. So, you know, it's going to take me a little bit, because I spent a lot of money right now, but it is going to be super exciting. So the rest of this will be a couple weeks ahead. Just want to bare minimum, just to let you guys know. So yeah. Hey, what's going on, you guys? So today is now day 2 of my Game Hunters video, holiday special. So today you're gonna see a little bit of a notice as well. I was actually filming my vlog while filming this as well for one of my days. None of the games are gonna be shown in it, especially for the Game Hunters video, but you guys are gonna notice that my beard is gonna get shorter, and my hair is gonna get a little worked on as well, because I'm gonna get my haircut done today. So yeah, today I'm gonna go to GameStar, which is actually by my place where I'm getting my haircut. Then I'm going to travel all the way out to Beaverton to go to Retro Game Trader, which I've never been to. Super excited to see how that place is. And then tomorrow I'll finish it off at Double Jump Games to get some more stuff from Cooper's store. So yeah, I'm super excited. Got a lot of stuff in mind that I'm going to be picking up. And yeah, can't wait to see how this day is going to be. After getting my haircut, now I stopped by GameStar, which is one of the game stores I usually come to. Already picking up some N64 games that I don't have, as well as some boxes. Now I'm looking at their GameCube selection and Wii, just because I want to keep adding more to those ones. After this, it's going to be grabbing some lunch and then heading over to Retro Game Trader over in Beaverton. So yay, almost done, but we still got a long part way to go. Alright, some games that I picked up for the Wii and GameCube. Nothing too big, just some more filler to be added to my collection. Alright, so we just left GameStar, so we're now heading out to Retro Game Trader. It'll be a little bit of a longer of a trip. The kids right now are just hanging out waiting for the bus, so I don't know how much I'm going to be spending, because I still need to go to Double Jump as well to finish up the video. So I probably will only spend a couple, maybe $40 if most there. So I'm not going to go too crazy, but who knows what I'm going to be picking up today. Alright, you guys, so we just got home. We got home from going to GameStar, Retro Game Trader, and as well as Double Jump Game again. So I know it's going to be a little bit confusing, just because of the simple fact I didn't really film in between of us traveling. It was just because it's been such a busy day trying to get from one destination to another, you guys, and filming and doing all that stuff. And I didn't really get a lot inside of GameStar, Double Jump, and Retro Game Trader. And there's a reason why, you guys, especially when it comes to Double Jump and Retro Game Trader. Double Jump, you know, Cooper knows that I am comfortable filming there. He's comfortable with me filming there. I filmed a lot in the very first part of this Game Hunters, so I was able to get that. But when I was there, he was just so busy, you guys. And one of the things that you have to respect, if you're doing a channel and you're filming and you're in a game store that has business and all that stuff, you have to remember, you know, you got to make sure the business is also profiting off this. You don't want to scare customers away because they see a camera. They're worried about someone that they don't know filming them. So I took it out of my place, you know, missing some footage, just so Cooper can keep on having his customers come through, because I don't want him to lose business. It's an awesome store. He's done great things for me, so I didn't want to do that to him. So I just set the camera down. I was able to film some, so I'll show you those clips as I'm talking right now. You know, and the same thing for Retro Game Trader. It was the first time being there. I talked to the manager. He explained to me, you know, we get a lot of business. I don't really want you to make my customers feel uncomfortable. And I told him the same thing. I know the rules. I totally respect that. So I'll do my best not to get any customers in here, and I'll do my best to just not have the camera going on while business is going, especially if he's super busy. But yeah, so I'll go over in each step, and I'll tell my experiences of how it was being in there. So to go over everything at GameStar first, because that was the first part of going in here. You know, some games I was able to show you guys. I got FIFA Soccer 64, great game to be able to add to my collection. I haven't seen it. And I thought I had all the soccer games until I saw them and I was checking my list. I was actually surprised. Kobe Bryant NBA Courtside 1 and 2. Funny thing, I picked up this one because I knew I didn't have it, but while going through their N64 games, Jimmy actually found this one and pointed out to me. So he caught me slipping on this. He actually helped me find this that I really needed on this game. I also went and picked up Superman 64, and I was talking to the manager at GameStar, and I was telling them, you know, this is the only store that I've seen have Superman 64. I haven't seen any other game stores that I've been to, which isn't a lot. I haven't seen it online that much, except for eBay, but people always have it complete, and I didn't really want to get to complete yet. So I was able to get this, and I was pretty excited, even though it is by far the worst N64 game on the system. I also went and picked up some Wii games just because, you know, I'm trying to add stuff to my collection. Legend of the Dragon, Flame Smash, and Chicken Blasters. Nothing too crazy, super cheap deals and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can't go wrong with that. I was really wanting to add stuff to my Wii collection. I also got these on a bargain. They're both complete in box, and I had the games, so I took the games out, and I'm going to trade them off just because I already have the games. Wayland's Country Club Golf and Madden Football 64. I got both of these for about $6. Complete in box, has the cardboard inserts and inside and everything. So that's really cool, and it comes with the protecting cases. So that really does help, because I do want to try to get that complete N64 all in boxes as well. So these GameStar was a really good deal. I wish I could have gotten more at GameStar and Retro Game Trader alone, but it's just because, you know, I know where at Double Jump I can get the good deals, and I don't really like asking new game stores that I've really hardly ever shopped to ask for deals or anything. It makes me feel uncomfortable, and makes me feel like they're uncomfortable about it too, so I don't really try to bargain. Cooper, you know, he knows me. I'd gone in there a couple times. I bought big things from him, so yeah, it's just that comfortability. You have to be comfortable to be able to ask them, and they have to be comfortable with you, and they have to know that you're a customer that's going to keep on coming back. Going into Retro Game Trader after just leaving GameStar, I gotta say, you guys, my first time experience with that store, it was overwhelming. You know, there's a lot of games, there was just a lot of different systems, there was a variety, you guys, there was a variety of different games and systems and just everything there. I've seen 64 games that I've never seen in game stores. They had 3 to 4 copies. Perfect example, Worms Armageddon for the 64. Been looking for that game. I need that game for my collection. That is the next one I'm trying to get for you know, to add to my collection, the next high price game. They had 3 of them there, and I was just blown away that they had 3 of them there. They had Sculptor Cuts back to back right after there. They had a bunch of great games for the Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Saturn, Sega CD, Sega Genesis, PS1, PS2, so on and so forth. And just their collections was amazing. It was such a small store, but you walk in and it's just there's a back area, and it was just bunch more games, variety, and everything. You know, and that's the thing. I do want to go back there. I talked to the manager, and at the end of my you know, checking out and everything, I told him, you know, I want to come back probably in February after the Swap Me, film a full episode here. And he was such an awesome person. He threw the opportunity. He's like, hey, look, if it gets if you want to come in, if you want to come in before I open the store, that's totally cool. Just let me know and work something out. So I will definitely take him up on that. I've never gotten that offer before, so that's something really cool. I would love to have the experience just to go there before everyone gets there, so I can get more film, be able to film a lot more in there, be able to find some great games, and just be able to get him, a good profit for that day, because I do want to go in there with probably a couple $100, like 3 to 4, maybe even 5 if I can come up with that cash. So thank you so much, dude. You were such an awesome person. So the things that I went and got there, you guys, I didn't really take much cash with me. I only had some left on before I went to Double Jump, especially because I just wanted to try out the store and see what they had. So I only took about $40 with me, but everything I got was for $32, and he even threw one of the items in there for free for me, which was awesome. So I got Iggy's Wrecking Ball for the 64. I also got Mace, the Dark, I don't even know, the Dark Age for the 64. I have not seen these two in stores. I am actually surprised to see these were on clearance. They have a clearance area that was just so many copies of games. So to see these two and get them 50% off, that was really awesome. I also added this Bible Adventures for the NES. It's not a Nintendo licensed game, I believe, just because of the cartridge and everything, I'm pretty sure. But who knows? Like I said, I want to go for the full American version of Nintendo approved NES games. I know this one probably won't be part of it, but it's still an awesome, especially the card and everything. And I've heard good reviews, so I really want to add this to my collection. I also went and add Dick Tracy to it. Awesome game. I've heard really great reviews, so I can't wait to try that out. And then he actually threw this in for free. It was originally $9. It was a complete Nintendo cleaning kit. It's nothing too fancy, but it's really awesome. I think it's, great to just pick up something that, how people used to be able to clean their systems and everything. We had something like that for the Super Nintendo when me and my family had it. So to be able to have that and add this is really cool. And he threw this in for free. So that's really awesome that he can just take that and, just give that to someone for free. So yeah, I am looking forward to that. That will probably be not the next Game Hunters episode, but that will be something towards the future. Probably the one after the swap meet. Now, going to everything I picked up for Double Jump games. I was super excited. I saved the rest of my cash for this, you guys, because I knew I was going to find great stuff at Cooper's store. I knew I was going to find good deals. Not saying I didn't get anything good at GameStar or Retro Game Trader, but Cooper, like I said, is that person I can go to. So I went and got Fighter's Destiny, Chameleon Twist, Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey 98. Cooper was kind enough to show me the back of it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's actually carved really bad with property of Hollywood Video. And he asked me if I wanted to keep it. And I was like, yeah, I still want to keep it. It's got Hollywood Video on it. That's authentic. That's old. That's awesome. So, it doesn't have to be perfect for me. It can have some damage on there. The labels I do care about, but the cartridge, if it has something like from Blockbuster or Hollywood, yeah, I want it because I used to buy games from there. I used to rent my games from Hollywood and Blockbuster. So I thought it was really cool. I also went and got Fox Sports College Hoops 99, and you guys will see me going through all these in my video clips as well, as you guys are going to be seeing this, but I just want to give you guys a confirmation of everything I picked up as well. For the GameCube, I got Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and Reign of Fire. 3 great games that I had for the GameCube that me and my brothers all played. Dragon Ball Z Budokai, I can remember picking this up. My brother brought this over. It was one of his friends, and this is actually what got me into playing Dragon Ball Z games really hardcore. This was a fun one when it first came out, and then now comparison to the other ones, it's not as great, but it's still an amazing game. I still love the controllers. I still love everything, so it's super awesome. And then lastly, I got some Wii U games because I am trying to, also focus on Wii U as well. So, 2 great games that I got for it were Batman Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham City Armored Edition for the Wii U. The difference is for this one is Batman actually has Power Gloves in here that's only for the Wii U, which was really cool. But the biggest thing I got here for the second trip, besides getting Sculptor's Cut for the first part, I got Shantae Half Genie Hero sealed, factory sealed. The box is not is not sealed, but the game and everything else is. That's really awesome. I got a really good deal for all this stuff, plus also a Batman toy for my brother for Christmas and a VHS movie for my other brother for Christmas. I think all of this was like $113, but Cooper agreed with me to bring it down to $100, which was super awesome. So I spent everything else that I saved up for this video today at Double Jump, but going to these 3 stores and the great experience I had made it definitely awesome, you guys. I was super excited, super happy. So really great things to add to my collections. I gotta say, this is by far my favorite Game Hunters video. I can't wait to continue on making these, you guys, so please look forward to watching these more and more. Yeah, and you know, be sure to drop that like and drop that subscription, you guys, if you want to see more of these. These will be coming out more. I got Portland Retro Swap Meet coming out next month, and then I'm going to go to Retro Game Trader, and then I'll see where I want to do after that, leading up to Retropalooza in June. So I'll be going to that for sure, and then I'll get Portland Retro Gaming Expo, probably the one after that. But yeah, so I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all later, and everyone have a happy holidays.